Ralph Lauren is dominating on culture.
Well, the next tennis event, everybody will be looking at the umpires and the ball boys and ball girls to see what they're wearing. And I bet you they're now going to get sponsorships and create a whole new industry. What's up, Hollywood?
Okay, we got to talk about this. Ralph Lauren didn't sponsor a single player at Wimbledon and won the branding game.
So most people would think that would be a way to fail as a Wimbledon sponsor. How did they make it work?
They generated $22.5 million in brand marketing because they sponsored where other brands were not looking.
Yeah, like it seems obvious to compete for the celebrity egos or the athlete egos to get your brand on them.
Yeah, the way they dressed the ball crew, the umpires, like they touched on things like the staff, like where brands usually go for the glitz and the glamour, like let's dress the top players. They went everywhere else, which has had way more eyeballs and earned media value.
It's interesting. I wonder if somebody studied in Wimbledon where the camera was during the showing, because ball boys, ball girls get a disproportionate amount of camera time because of their interactions. And so focusing on that was definitely the work of somebody who had some asymmetric thinking going on.
So Ralph Lauren has been an official sponsor of Wimbledon since 2006. So they are an official sponsor. But what Ralph Lauren does well is they own this luxury leisure. Like they touch on the more guerrilla places that has upsides. So they've had 20% year-over-year growth, which is crazy for a legacy fashion brand. Like Ralph Lauren has been in business forever and they're still growing.
Because you see these ball boys and girls so much, like if you make them look spectacular over the course of the Wimbledon, people will start saying, man, those guys look good, right?
Well, that's the true brand lesson here, right? Is that you need to look for cultural placement over performance placement, because their real flex here was they were able to sponsor both Andrew Garfield and Monica Barbero. They came out as a couple, two American actors and actresses at Wimbledon, fully dressed in Ralph Lauren, became an iconic pop moment. And then the second was the WAG influencer Morgan Riddle, who's dating one of the top tennis players. They're now dressing the girlfriends in the wides. And by putting them in like a full Ralph Lauren set, that's highly photographed and has a lot of social context.
What I think is really interesting for businesses too is that when you use these traditional agencies, they do what they've done in the past. And so they don't usually get into this guerrilla marketing approach, which is why sometimes it's good to have a new set of eyeballs to look at your market and find where those opportunities are that aren't just based in what you like to do in the past. And so you're not in a resource war competing for a scarce resource. They found arbitrage on the Wimbledon scene in terms of video coverage, and they absolutely nailed it.
Ralph Lauren is dominating on culture, and that's the core takeaway that you can learn from the brands that do these sponsorship moments right. Brands need us. They should hire us.
Great chat. Ciao.
Bye.